Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, welcome to Postgame Reaction. Oilers, Islanders. Oilers win in overtime. Play la bamba, baby. Score was 4-3, but really, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about how the Oilers had a 3-1 lead in the third period and almost blew it, and almost got away from them a little bit. Why was that? There was a few things that it was, and of course we're going to talk about goaltending controversy. That's right, people on the internet are still getting upset that Stuart Skinner had a less than 900 save percentage, and the guy on the other end, Sorokin, had a 904 save percentage. Oilers heavily outshot the Islanders. Heavy. But still, scores in overtime, and people find that they're blaming Skinner. I'm going to talk about the Islanders' goals that were scored. I'm going to show you some shots of where the Islanders took their shots from as compared to where the Oilers were taking their shots from. Meow. I am going to be one, and I'll probably be one of very few that it's not going to jump on the Stuart Skinner bandwagon of blame him, run him out of town. I am sick and I am tired of when we win, we're still blaming Skinner. He made the saves he needed to make when he needed to make them. Is he going to be perfect? No. Is he going to let in ones that most goalies will save? Armchair quarterbacks, please shut up. Like, you know nothing. I know what I would have done with this roster if I was the GM. Yeah, what? Who? What money? Who's in, who's out, why? Oh, by the way, you don't live in pretend world. The real world, there's players that will not play in Canada. So you putting this all-star roster together, well, I would pay him this much money, and I would use that money that we paid this person. Yeah, that's easy to do on NHL. That's easy to do in your head of armchair GMing. But the real world is you can't just say, hey, you're playing on the Oilers. The fuck, I'm not. I'm not going to Canada in the winter. Just saying, folks, you can say what you want to say, but all reality is this is the lineup the Oilers have. Be happy with it. Don't be happy with it. Just cheer for them. I'm tired of the Stuart Skinner bashing because you think he let in a soft goal. You seem to forget he's 24, 25, and Sorokin is closer to 30 and making $8 million where Stuart Skinner's barely making $1 million. Sometimes you get what you pay for, sometimes it's just stupidity on a shtick. Now, I'm going to show you the shots that the Islanders were taking, like I said, and we can discuss. We can discuss if what I'm saying is out to left field bananas, or I've got some merit to it. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît. My compliments to the chef. Now here, this is the first shot on net. I'm going to try and make it so that you guys can see a bit more of what I'm talking about here. So this is the first shot on net by Kyle Palmieri. That's a slot shot. That's a high probability shot of going in. You may not agree, but that is a snapshot saved by Stuart Skinner. Second shot that the Islanders took on net, again, kind of from far out, saved by Stuart Skinner. Another shot, saved by Stuart Skinner. This shot, again, saved by Skinner. This is just first period shots. Right in the slot, scoring area by Pajot, a goal scorer, saved by Skinner. Brock Nelson, kind of not really a high danger shot. See all those shots, how there's some high danger, some not, and Skinner made every save. Now let's look at the Oilers shots. Podkolzin from behind the net. Why? That's not going to go in. Bouchard shot from the point. It's not going to go in. Troy Stetcher shot from why? Not going to go in. You seen the difference between quality shots that the Oilers are taking? And this is just the first period, by the by. This is just first period. And I'm going to show you the rest because I want to make a point. I'm making a point here. And you guys can get mad all you want, but I'm making a point. Here's the snapshot. Not really a high danger chance. Corey Perry's wrist shot. That's the first high danger chance the Oilers have had. Connor McDavid's wrist shot. You took a wrist shot from center ice. Counts as a shot. Connor McDavid's shot from the net. That's high danger. That's very high danger. Saved by Sorokin. Bouchard slap shot. Not really high. Not really even going to affect anything. Bouchard slap shot. Not going to hurt anybody. Ekholm shot from pretty much the wall. Not going to hurt anybody. Darnell Nurse's shot. From right there. Nurse. That's a high danger shot. But from a guy that's not really going to score. Backhand shot for McDavid. Again, it's a backhand shot. It was saved by Sorokin. And again, another kind of snapshot saved by Sorokin. So I'm going to say the high danger quality shots were 3-2 in favor of the Oilers in that period. Second period, Hyman. Kind of a low circle. That's a high danger shot, so 1 for the Oilers. Noah Dobson. Nothing. That's just a muffin shot. Of course, it was saved by Skinner. Bo Horvat. That's in the slot on the right side for him to take that shot perfectly. Saved by Skinner. We don't talk about that, right? Going to show you the Adam Henrique shot. High danger shot. Saved by Sorokin. So 2-1 for the Oilers on high danger shit. Adam Henrique backhander. So pretty much the same thing. That's the sequence where Sorokin stood on his head and kept the score. Nothing. Pajot, snapshot. Nothing too dangerous. You better make that save. Maxim, the high danger. So we're 2-2 at high dangers. Matt Martin, that's just a muffin. Adam Henrique, deflection. Deflection shot. Jeff Skinner, wrist shot. That's nothing. Now I'm going to show you the... Of course, we don't have the Draisaitl. Yeah. So anyways, that's my beef, guys. That's my beef that I have right now with Oiler fans in general. Is they're mad about the goals going in on Skinner and how he's a soft goalie. And guys, I again can show you the big shot, big map of high danger chances the Oilers are giving up compared to what they're getting is apples and oranges. They are giving up 5 to 6 more than they're getting. So yes, the Oilers yesterday took 42 shots. Out of those 42, I'm going to say 15 were high danger. Islanders just took 22. I'm going to say the same. I'm going to say 8 to 10 were high danger shots. So anyways, Oilers scored the first goal. It was a power play goal by Draisaitl, assisted by McDavid, and Bouchard. Great, good, got it. And then Palmieri scores to make it 1-1. Now, we can be upset by the Palmieri goal. Absolutely, we have every right to be upset. Why did it happen? How did it happen? Well, why did it happen? Because yet again, we've got forwards that don't come back. I'm gonna go again, and I'm gonna show you what I mean by forwards that don't come back. And this is on McDavid, Hopkins, and Hyman. You're not gonna like this. If you were an Oiler fan and people think that, oh, I'm just a homer and I'll never say a bad thing about the Oilers. That is not the case at all. When the forwards do wrong, I let you know the forwards do wrong. So right here, the Oilers have the puck here. Great breakout right here. Great breakout. I like it. Bouchard has it. Why in Sam, hello to you, Mr. Bouchard? Are you passing it off the wall so hard that Hyman can't control it? Hey, dummy, your left side, you see the left side right here, dummy? Yeah, McDavid is right there. Little pass to McDavid. He's got speed. He's going around Dobson. No, let's throw it to Hyman's feet. Picked up by Mayfield. Mayfield 1 up to 29. 29 to 7. And again, I paused it here perfectly. Where's the forwards? Who are they guarding? Hyman, Hopkins, McDavid are guarding each other in a triangle position. They're guarding the logo, guys. Now, this is where, if you saw the replay earlier, Hopkins should have stayed with 21. Hopkins should have stayed on 21 and kept that. Should have played a man-to-man. Never happened. And this is what the result is. Bouchard makes the wrong feed. And yes, this is a replay of Skinner shifted to the left when the pass was going to the right. He shifted to the left because number 7 is a shooter. Had an angle at the net to shoot. You may not know him, but he's a shooter. He takes more shots than he does pass. That's what rookies do. Rookies shoot. But we got mad at Skinner because he leaned with one and didn't recover quickly to get his position for the 1T. That Palmieri put from the crook. I don't know if you know where that is. He put it right there. Shot later on in the game was half an inch higher and binged off of that part for, what's his nuts? Former Vancouver, Horvat. Horvat shot that same shot Palmieri took. So it was half an inch higher and it hit that little elbow. But hey, Skinner sucks. Here's again on the Anders Lee goal to make it 3-2 at 12:54 of the third period. Oilers lose puck control battle here. Excuse me. How many guys you count on the ice there for the Islanders? I count 6. 6 that are on the ice and nowhere near the bench. The guy that scored the goal, Lee, came on before the other guy came off. That's too many men on the ice, Matt. We know that's too many men on the ice. It doesn't fucking matter. And yes, it is bad defense by the Oilers. Lack of awareness of guy coming off the bench and scoring. We've seen this play out way too many times. Any Hoosies? We got this. Noah Dobson. Jeff Skinner just plainly gets beat there. I don't understand that. But again, here we are here. Here is my mind-boggling situation. We've got 4 Oiler players in a freaking triangle L shape over here. And yes, McDavid, again, as good as he is offensively, sometimes he has mental lapse of the defensive end. That is the worst part of his game, that he's getting better at, that he is way better at. But we will never critique Connor McDavid. Inflappable Connor McDavid he is. And of course, it's a shot off Skinner, maybe better rebound. Remember, I talk about rebound control, right? I'm a right-handed blocker. I'm a left-handed catcher. If I'm facing the shot that's coming at me from the right side, I'm either hitting it with my chest, goes down, or I'm hitting it with my blocker, punching it up, punching it over people's heads so it's not rebound control in front of me, or I'm batting it into the corner. I'm not kicking it to the left because, hey, there's somebody coming off the wing there. Any goalie who is smart or knows has peripheral vision. I'm seeing what's going on. If I kick it to the left a little bit, it's either A, going to go right on his stick, back of the net, bing, bang, boom, who's your daddy? Or I might get lucky enough to hit it hard enough with my glove or my shoulder or my press protector to bump it past him. Chances are not very likely. Again, as the case here, bounces off Skinner and bam, back of the net. And again, people are blaming Skinner for that. Really blaming Skinner for that. Rebound control? Yeah, possibly. And the game tying goal, yes, I'm only showing you the Islanders' goals because I'm trying to make a point. And here's the third goal tie-up. Pause right here. That was a clean win face-off by Palmieri. Cannot have that happen when the other team has an extra player. You cannot. And yes, the Islanders pulled their goalie to get the extra man on. As the Oilers center, you have three things you got to work on in the defensive zone. Three things that must happen in the faceoff. A, you tie up and hope for a winger win. B, you win cleanly to your defenseman and hope they make the right play. 3, you lose the faceoff, but you don't make it a clean win. The only thing that you cannot have happen to you in a defensive zone face-off situation is the clean win to the point. Because what happens when there's a clean win to the point? 9.99999.9999% of the time, it's in the back of the net. As shown here, clean face-off win, Dobson, Palmieri, backdoor Pajot. And yes, this is where I'm going to be a little bit critical on Ekholm. He's playing a lot of fucking minutes, guys. Like, Ekholm is a monster of minutes, and he's out there with Bouchard. So Ekholm is taking on the 97% defensive responsibility on that tandem. And Bouchard's taking on 3, and he's only doing 1% of it. Very good. Anywho's, right here, Ekholm needed to be better, stronger, and just stand on his feet better. He was laying down. I think he kneeled a little too early to stop the pass across, and it just didn't work. So yes, blame Skinner all you want. Go ahead. Go ahead. It's what we do as Oilers fans. We blame the goalie for everything. Right? Now, I'm not understanding the hate we have for the goalies in this town. I don't get it. Oilers win. They win 4-3 in overtime. Connor McDavid has a 4-point night. He's now 1 point away from 1,000 in his career. But we're not talking about that in this channel. We're not talking about that in this postgame. Because why? Because all social media wants to talk about, oh, Skinner is garbage, this is garbage, that is garbage. He's not going to be a 910 save percentage guy. He's not going to be a 900 save percentage guy every night. He's going to have nights where he's 1,000. He's going to have nights where he's a 930. He's going to have nights where he's an 820. He's going to have nights where he's an 850. He's going to have nights where he's a 900. The name of the game is to score more than your opponent. One more. You may not like to hear this, Oilers fans, but that's how the 80s Oilers did it. They scored one more. And this offense is built that way. Just got to score one more. And yes, the power play is starting to come along. The PK was perfect tonight. McDavid and Draisaitl were the winners tonight. They were the two catalysts in this. They were the two-headed monster that we've been waiting for all season. They're eating. And we got Nashville tomorrow night. Anywho's. Oilers do win, so we're going to play La Bamba Baby like we always do, because that's what we do. So I'll be right back. Now, as you can see from this graphic, like I was saying, shots are 42-22 for the Oilers. 13 of those were shot in the first period, and 15 of those were shot in the third period. 10 and 10 in the second. Oilers won the first, Oilers won the third, even though 6 shots in the third, 2 of them went by Skinner. It is what it is. Face-off percentage, the Oilers owned that. Power play, 1 for 2. The Islanders were 0 for 2. Hits, Islanders had it, because they didn't have the puck very often, so of course you're going to hit. Block shots 18-14, giveaways 19-14. Oilers won that department. Oilers won the takeaway department. You win the giveaway, you win the takeaway, you usually win the game. Like I said, I don't know what more I can say to you guys to tell you guys that it's okay. It's okay that Skinner's not an elite goalie. We don't need him to be elite. We just need him to have one extra save than the other guy on the other end. So stop comparing him to Sorokin and saying, well, what would you do if you had... Imagine what the score would look like if Sorokin was playing net for the Oilers and Skinner was on the other end. Imagine it. Okay, let's do that. Let's play the what-if game. I'll bring myself back here. Oh. Let's play that what-if game. Let's say what if it was Skinner that faced 42 shots and Sorokin that faced 22. Now, here's the caveat. Skinner's got the Islanders' defense. Sorokin's got the Oilers' defense. Sorokin was facing slot shots and high-quality danger chances more often than what Skinner was. What's the score then? Same difference, same outcome. People saying that Blackwood is better than Skinner. It boggles my mind that people think that Blackwood would be a better option than Skinner. I gotta stay off social media after the games, guys. Any whoosies. Let's show another graphic here. Lubo, well done yet again. Top 3 Oilers. Connor McDavid, obviously the 4-point night. 20 minutes and 55 seconds of ice time. 28.25 production. Evan Bouchard, 1058. Again, ice time 24:35, 26 production for that. And Leon Draisaitl, 25:05. Production was 22:25. Now, if I am not mistaken by any of this, and the 1.055, I had the picture just kind of skewed off a little bit. We want to bash Bouchard as much as possible, but he was actually a pretty good, solid player last night. We bash players way too easily in oil country. We win and we still find stuff to complain about. We win hockey games and we still find something to gripe about. We beat the Vancouver Canucks, and we still say, well, they let in the third goal late in the game, and the team wasn't good, and if it wasn't for this, and if it wasn't for that. Why can't we just take a win and be happy with it? Why can't we just take the play La Bamba and be happy with it? It doesn't matter how you win. If it's ugly, pretty, we thieved it, we earned it, we deserved it, it was handed. Take the 2 points. Oilers are in the playoffs right now. Believe it or not, they are in the playoffs right now. They're sitting 8th in the West before tonight's games. Now, we're going to do around the NHL because that's a new thing in this day and age, you can talk about the scores around the night that was last night. Excuse me. There are 7 games on the schedule. The Ottawa Senators beat the Toronto Maple Leafs 3-0. The Jets beat the Rangers 6-3. The Devils beat the Florida Panthers 4-1. Look out, cook out. Boston Bruins are cooking. They beat the St. Louis Blues 3-0. The Flames lose to the Canucks 3-1. And the Kraken kind of beat up on the Blue Jackets 5-2 after trailing 2-0 in the first period. Now, another thing I want to point out. Senators took 41 shots to the Maple Leafs 27. They win 3-0. Maple Leafs are kind of in shambles right now, missing Matthews and all. Another game that doesn't make sense. Excuse me. The Devils get outshot 35-24, but they score 4 goals and only let in 1 against the Florida Panthers, who are a superior team, who are the Cup champions. Supposed to be the team that barely loses. But hey, we're the Oilers and all we care about is, hey, they shoot more. Sometimes the better team doesn't win. Sometimes a team that takes 1,000,000 shots doesn't score 1,000,000 goals. Go figure. It's called hockey. Anyways, guys, that's the out-of-town scoreboard. That's it for me. I've made this way too long and I've completely just kind of went off the rails. That's my thoughts. I'm just sick of the Skinner hate. Thank you again for everybody that's in the live stream. We are at 133 subs. I'll be back Thursday, 7 o'clock against Nashville. It will be 1,000 points for McDavid. Yeah, I'm going to put that on the calendar. Knock it down. It is just going to happen. Sorry, Nashville, about your damn luck. It's just the way it is. And then on Saturday at 5 o'clock, we're Hockey Night in Canada against the Toronto Maple Leafs in Toronto. So that's the rest of the week. You guys enjoy your day, enjoy your night. Thank you for being here. My name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. We'll catch you on the flip side. Deuces.